live. Let me just double check. Apparently, just got an email about it. Cool. So for those of you watching after the fact, hello. How's it going? My name is Brendan Bigley. I'm from Pixelitis.net. Today, I'm going to be playing a little bit of Starbound, as you can see. It's a game that we talk about, well, we being Steve Hilger and I, two of the writers on Pixelitis. I'm just checking to make sure this stream is working via my phone. We talk about it a lot on the podcast because we are gigantic fans of it. It is a game that is currently in early access and, you know, is by one of the developers of Terraria and is a lot like Terraria, but that said, it's a little bit more ambitious, and when I say a little bit, I mean incredibly more ambitious, in terms of you have infinite randomly generated worlds based on coordinates, but what's really interesting is that, so even though I'll be playing single player, any of the worlds that I go to during my time today, you could go there and see the same thing. The universe is infinitely expanding and generating, but all of the worlds are the same, if that makes sense. So it uses seeds for each individual world. So that's what's going on. So I guess we should just dive in. I have a very sensitive microphone. I haven't really tested this out too much, so if you hear a lot of like my chair moving and stuff, just let me know in the chat, which I'll bring up probably multiple times. I don't know if the stream is working. I'm hoping it is. Oh, it totally is. Okay, cool. Sweet. So that said, let's dive in. I should probably start a new... I have this guy, his name is The Cloud. I'll probably start a new guy, I think. That'd probably be the thing to do. Let's check out what we got. I haven't looked at this, or played this game in actually kind of a long time. Let's see if I can... That works. Cool. Let's see. I haven't played this game in a while. Let's see what kind of guys we got. So, we have the Florin, they're a flower race. Oh, I like that, the blue or red roses to decide gender. You have humans, you know, they're lame. Avians, they're pretty sweet. I played an avian for a long time. They have these really interesting structures that hopefully we'll find like any of. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, the Apex, they are very much the Planet of the Apes, you know, like years from now. That's kind of their thing. So it's very futuristic. It's kind of got like a George Orwell kind of vibe to everything that's happening. It's really cool. Hopefully we'll come across some of the structures. You have these guys, the Hilotl. They're, I think, a fish race. They're interesting. I don't think they have actual structures yet. I don't think they're in the game. Oh. Someone else under the Pixelitis name is currently typing. Hello. Hello. Alright. And then we have the Glitch, my personal favorite. They're just robots. So whenever you see, and this is the thing that Steve talks about all the time, whenever you see robots in games like this, it's always, you know, like super sci-fi, futuristic kind of vibe. These are actually robots that I think glitched out, and they're stuck in the medieval ages for whatever reason. So you get these really great like castles and stuff that they live in. It's really cool. But I think I'm gonna go with an avian. I'm a big fan of the avians. Oh, I didn't mention the Florins are like absolutely terrifying. Hi, Patrick. Welcome. Nuka-Cola 17 is Patrick. He is one of the editors on Pixelitis. Cool. So Florins are, you know, you would expect them to be very peaceful. They're not. They're absolute savages. Pretty cool. But again, like I said, I'm gonna go with an avian. What color do I want to be? I'll go like the penguin vibe, and then you can change your weird hair top thing. You can get like a falco. thing going on. Let's see. Cool. Fluff. Oh, sweet. So they did add some new stuff. That's really interesting. Alright. Just gotta find purple. It's my jam. I guess pink works. Cool. Yes! Kind of like that bird race in Wind Waker. Very true. Personality. Oh yeah, the personality changes the way they stand. Alright, so you got this cool, like, what up vibe. Alright. My name? My name. Cool. Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, I don't remember what they're called either. But they are very similar to this. That's very true. Alright, let's go. Let's dive in. Oh, I should have named it Pixelitis. Good call. Oh, Patrick, does everything sound alright? Like, is this level-wise alright? Can you hear me and the game and everything? Or anyone else that's watching, because we have 4 viewers currently. Sounds wonderbar. Sweet. Cool. So, this game, unlike Minecraft and Terraria and games of that ilk, yeah, Starbound is quiet, yeah, at the moment, because I'm floating on my ship in space. So, unlike Minecraft and Terraria, the game has like a mission structure. It's very loose in the beginning. There are basically tutorial missions, which I'm going to show you probably a whole bunch of, maybe even all of, and then start getting a little bit farther into the game. And then after the tutorial, each mission punctuates a zone. So when I say a zone, I can show you what I mean. Oh. I'm the worst. Alright, there we go. Oh no, that's fuel. This guy? Yes, okay, cool. So as you can see, I am in alpha, right? So basically each mission would punctuate a sector like this. So I can go around alpha sector, right, and check out all these different worlds if I wanted to. Well, these are technically clusters, then you go in and there's a whole bunch of different planets in there that you can check out. All randomly generated, but if you find coordinates, which you can put down here, you can go there and your friends can say, oh, I found this crazy sword here. The reason to go to different sectors is you get rarer earth metals, rarer items. You'll meet certain weapon dealers that you wouldn't have found in earlier sectors. So alpha sector is kind of very easy, very safe, I guess is the way to put it. So yeah, so Samuel L. Jackson here. All right, yeah, I need to get all this stuff. So first mission, very simple. You have a ship locker. They're just showing you how inventory works, and yeah, cool. And then you just grab it. You just take all of it. They give you a sword. Very nice of them. Thank you. Got some seeds, and got some more seeds if you're into farming. Actually, I'm not into farming. I'm going to leave them here. Cool. Thank you. All right, so that's complete. Next thing is to make a crafting table, which I'm going to have to go down to the surface for. So you have these L and R buttons. These are pretty sweet. Sword, obviously, I put down here. And then the right button would be a shield if I had one. I think this is this is a two-handed weapon. So I guess in the same ilk as like a Dark Souls if you're holding a weapon with 2 hands, or Skyrim or something like that. And then you also have this guy, which we'll get into. Lets you break things. It's the matter manipulator, and also place things. And then flashlight. And light physics are spectacular in this game. Light physics. Lighting engine is really great in this game. So we're gonna check out our planet. I'm really excited, because it's always different. Unless you get really lucky, then it's not different. Cool. So far so good. This is a pretty normal looking place, honestly. Generally, you'll come across some like really crazy things. But you know, we got some like nice, normal-looking trees. It's raining. It's not acid rain. That is a huge plus. I'm really stoked about that. Let's see. Yeah. No acid rain. That's good news. Oh, this is probably... Alright. Oh, what? I messed up. Oh no, I don't know how to play this game anymore. There we go. Yeah, I done goofed. Hang on. I have to jump up to the ship. I forgot that the L and R buttons are not as... let's see. There we go. There we go. Okay, I feel better about that. So far, not good. Alright. So let me bust up some trees. Show you what that's like, and it's going to take a while to bust down some trees for now. So this game is very similar to Terraria, which is free on PlayStation Plus right now, if you have a Vita, just a heads up. But it's very similar to Terraria. It's very similar to a Minecraft kind of game where it's basically just like collecting metals, using the metals to get things, to upgrade certain items, to upgrade your picks, to upgrade, you know, this matter manipulator is obviously very slow and kind of shitty. And it's a lot better when you get, you know, for example, a copper pickaxe, which we'll hopefully get. Oh man, this does take forever. There we go. Alright. So we're picking up all this stuff. Alright, cool. So we have some logs here in the 4th slot. I can place them down, blah blah blah. I can hold down shift and place little tiny ones. It's the thing that a lot of people get very confused about. I think this guy's going to attack me. Yes. Alright. Oh god. Cool. Combat is simple in this game, but I have a good time doing it. But it is very basic for the most part, until you get a little bit farther in, and then you get some like really crazy kind of stuff. Yeah, didn't know antimatter cutting tools made fapping sounds when cutting down trees. Very true, Patrick. They kind of do. It's a little bit gross. Alright, so what was I doing? I have to craft some wood planks. I'm just gonna make all of them. So I have all these wood planks. Now I can make a wooden crafting table, which gets me this reward. And now I have to kill a monster with a bow to get meat, and then I have to cook it to get cooked meat. So that is my mission right now. So I'm gonna jump up to my ship. A lot of people... Alright, here's a big thing about this game. A lot of people really like playing... oh wait, no, I already made this. A lot of people really like, you know, building houses, building structures, and all that kind of stuff. I am not that guy. I play this game specifically to explore. I like just, you know, the Star Trekian idea of just venturing off into the galaxy, finding a planet, hanging out there, circumventing the entire thing, because you can do that, getting as many resources as possible. Can I make a campfire yet? Getting as many resources as possible, and then coming back up to my ship and, you know, venturing off again into the world, and finding a new place. So, let's see. I need unrefined, of course. I used all my wood. Okay, I'll just cut down this tree and then head back up. I just like traveling. I like exploring. There's so many ridiculous things to see in this game. So many like weird structures. Planets just spawn the craziest enemies and things like that. Am I dying? It looks like I'm dying. It looks like I have 0 health. I should fix that. Although it might be easier at this point in the game to just die, actually. So I may do that. Let me see if I can find something to kill me. These little pods here, they just give you money. Pixels are money. Please kill me. Nice, okay. You get this really awesome respawn animation. Changes depending on your class. Your race, sorry. I don't think there are classes in this game. Or I don't think they plan to have any. Alright. Down. Nope, just kidding. Up. I have to make a campfire. So this crafting menu, pretty basic. Changes depending on what table you're using. The different tables are basically the rewards you get from those missions I was talking about earlier that punctuate each of the different sectors. So what we're going to do now is make a campfire. But say I couldn't find the campfire like before because I was being a demo, I could just do this. There's a little search there. It's really nice. Well, let me do that. So I'm going to make one. So I have a campfire, which I'm going to put on the deck of my ship, which sounds like a terrible idea. Nothing bad happens, so we're just going to leave it there. So when I get some meat, I can come back here, I can cook it. Actually, what do I need to make a bow? Hunting bow. Plant fiber and unrefined wood. Okay. Plant fiber is generally very easy to get, so we're going to go down there. We're going to find some. I can probably find some very quickly. You just need to find some vines, which we just did. Look at that. Vines are notoriously... They take just a super long time to bust down for some reason. No idea why it takes that long. Oh man. See, they wiggle and then eventually they drop down. There we go. Cool. Did it not drop plant fiber? Oh no, it did. Okay, good. Cool. So now we're gonna jump back up. You just found out that Crotch Rot is playing in the space. Sorry about that. I don't know who that is, even. Cool. Alright, hunting bow. Beautiful. The hunting bow has no ammo, so to speak. It has also that Minecraft thing, where as soon as you get it to the back, it shoots like a super strong arrow. But anyway, so now we're going to go hunting. And we're going to go find an enemy to shoot with this arrow and hopefully get some meat out of it. Oh god, I didn't even see him. Yeah, get wrecked. Meat? Meat. Perfect. This game starts off... It's weird, but I kind of liken this game to Civilization, which I know sounds crazy, but in the fact that you start off, you know, very primal. You start off with like a beat up fucking dumb sword and a bow and arrow, and then eventually that becomes, you know, like plasma weapons and really crazy things, you know, swords that shoot lightning and whatever. So we're gonna cook this meat. We're gonna get a reward for it. So there is a hunger mechanic, which I'm not a big fan of generally, but people seem to like them. So basically, eventually my character will say, oh, I'm getting really hungry, and the meter will drop down, and it's super annoying, and you gotta keep it up. I guess some people like it because it makes it seem immersive. I'm not super into it, but, you know, whatever. Whatever doesn't keep me from dying. Now I need to make a furnace. I have to make some cobblestone, a campfire, and some coal. Cool. First, I want to make some kind of pickaxe, which will take cobblestone. So I could just get 25 cobblestone. I'm gonna get 10 first, come back up here, and then make a pickaxe. That's my plan. So let's jump down. This is the worst. Just sitting here waiting for this to bust up. Eventually you get these really crazy weapons, and I will jump into my other farther character later, and you'll see what I mean. You get some really crazy weapons that make even like mining like this faster. You know, they'll like mine in a 10 by 10 square or something. You know, really crazy things. All right, I have 11 cobblestone right now. Maybe I will. I will just dig down here, get enough to make the furnace and the pickaxe. Oh god, this is the worst though. This takes forever. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna jump up. Cool. Stone pickaxe. Make that guy. Jump into the inventory. I don't need these wood planks here. What are these even? Saplings? I don't need saplings. Plant fiber is great. It basically... Wait, more saplings. Plant fiber will turn into bandages which heal you, which is spectacular in so many ways. Alright. Let's see. I can make those bandages now, actually, I think. Yeah, there you go. There are certain items that you can make on the fly. Just the very simple ones. So, crafting table, torch, climbing rope, which is very cool. You need an iron bar. I assume that means it's a grappling hook, which is pretty badass. And then you have things like, just wooden platforms, which I'm a big fan of, as you'll see in my other ship, on my other character. Cool. So, let's jump down. Let's get some cobblestone. This should be a little bit faster now. There we go, yeah. Much better. See? We already have enough. Cool. Up and at 'em. So make this furnace. Smelt ore in the furnace. It's the same formula you've seen in most of these open world games. Stone furnace. Oh, I need a campfire. I need another campfire. Do I have enough for a campfire? Yes, I do. Craft. Furnace. Great. Quest complete. I need some iron bars. Or I need a iron bar, I think. But, whatever. The furnace on top of... You know what? Maybe I could just stack this up. I've never tried this. Let's see. I can. Look at that. Got a weird, crafting stack. Dope. Alright, let's run out. I'm gonna get this cobblestone. I'm not gonna get all of it. Cobblestone? I think I said cobblestone. It's copper. Alright. See, in the early game, combat is non-existent. Most of the enemies won't be shooting crazy things at you, although there are a lot of enemies right there. This guy's gonna chase me. He's got his sights on me. It's weird. This world seems to be in eternal dusk, unless I'm just missing something. Unless I haven't been here for. Oh. Unless I haven't been here for real daytime. That looks like iron. I'm not sure if it is though. That may be silver. Let's find out. I think it's silver. Yep. Okay. Oh, there's some iron. Under this tree. There we go. So I'm gonna... Is this guy friendly? He is friendly. So I'm just gonna travel around a little bit. You got these big pod things. They are sometimes terrifying. I don't really know what they do, honestly. I played this game a whole bunch. I've never really delved into it. Sometimes they poison me, which is the pits, because you'll be in the middle of this deep mine. You're just way too far down. You've seen lava and all those things. You're at the mantle of the earth, and then you see one of those big rotating things. You're like, yeah, I'll try it out. Why not? It's fine. And then it ends up poisoning you and killing you immediately. Or sometimes it gives you this weird trait where you're just like a torch. You're like a walking torch. Who knows? Oh, see, there's a crap ton of iron right there. Oh, there you go. Getting peckish. So that's the beginning of the hunger meter. So luckily I have those steaks that I can eat. Okay. This will be the last of it. Cool. Alright, I know there's more there. I don't really care that much. I just need enough to get this quest item. Okay. Iron ore. And if I go like that. Alright. So this is the first real quest, I would say. You know, this is now outside of the tutorial. So this is saying your ship's engine isn't yet strong enough to take you beyond the Alpha Sector. Craft a distress beacon and maybe you'll be able to make contact with a larger ship. Make sure you're ready for anything before you do, though, which is slightly ominous. So we need to make this distress beacon. Accept that quest. Here, let me grab this iron. Alright, so let's jump into the crafting menu. Oh, and we'll show you what the distress beacon looks like. So the distress beacon, you need 150 pixels. Pixels, again, they're like the currency. You get them from defeating enemies. You get them from those little tiny pods that I was hitting. You get them from chests. You get them from a whole bunch of crazy different things. Silver bars, 2. I think we should be fine on that. Copper, yes. Iron, we're almost at enough already. Wood planks. So we might actually be able to do this really quick. The first time I played this, I did not do that. It took me forever. For some reason, I don't know why. It just took me a really long time to get all the materials. The planet I was on was very, very, very sparse in terms of what I was given. So let's grab this silver, because we're going to need that. Iron we almost have enough of. Actually, I think the copper was this way. The copper is generally, copper and silver sometimes in the beginning are harder to get, and then copper, especially a little bit later, because there's some really, really, really great copper armor that you can build that's race specific, which I don't know if I actually have any on my other character, but you'll see what I mean. So copper becomes a little bit sparse. The main resource in this game currently is coal. Until you get like way far, but coal is your method of travel, so you need enough coal to get around. You can get coal by knocking down trees and then putting the trees in the furnace, and then it becomes charcoal, quote unquote, just like Minecraft. But it's just labeled as coal, and it's all one resource. So you need, I think, 200 fuel to travel to another world in the same sector that you're in. But how much coal to a fuel, I'm not exactly 100% on that. We'll see in a second. So here's where you get to see the lighting. I could just drop a torch down here. I just want to see if this goes like really far down, or maybe if this is just a little tiny guy. Yeah, this is not very big. One of my favorite things about this game, the muffled audio when you're underwater. Very cool. Alright, so we're gonna jump back up here. I'm really interested in this planet and how it doesn't seem to have like a day or night cycle at all. That's kind of really cool, actually. Okay, good. This is more iron? Yes, yes. Oh, and there's a chest right there. I'm sure someone watching is probably pretty pissed. They probably saw that before. We're not jumping over it. Alright. So we have one copper ore. Thanks. So sometimes in chests you'll get you will get things like straight up bars of metal, which hopefully is what happens. Or not, or we just get an unwanted smoocher, which is a two-handed crappy hammer. Great, thanks for that. Let's at least compare that to what we have going on currently. We got 4 DPS, damage per swing 3. Okay, so we'll switch these out. Try out a new weapon. In the beginning of the game, most weapons are pieces of garbage. Let's see. No, that does not mine at all. Alright. Coal, we don't really need yet. We'll get that eventually. Iron, I think we're good on iron. There's a nice big coal deposit right there. I'm just hoping for some surface level silver or copper. That's my goal. Like this, right here. Look at that. Again, very sparse, but, you know. We will get enough over time. Oh, these are nice trees, honestly. A little bit, when you get a little bit deeper into the game, and maybe if you're playing with, you know, your friends or whatever, one of the big things when finding a starting world, or not finding a starting world, but finding like a home world, because you can have a planet that you're on, and then you can have a world as your home world, and you can warp between them at will, wherever you are in the home world. The home world is whatever you set up specifically. But a lot of the things that people are looking for is, you know, like a relatively nice, I guess, planet that doesn't have like acid rain or a meteor shower every 5 seconds. Okay, this tree's getting in my way. And has cool trees. Or you can just, you know, take trees from wherever you are and then plant them. Whatever works. There you go. Trees down. Got some wood. That's helpful. Alright. So we're just going to circumvent this planet. See what we can come across. See, there's a little bit of silver. Hopefully we'll have enough. I'm walking past all this iron. I'm gonna be pissed if like I get back and it's like, oh, you needed one more iron. This hammer's not bad for early game. Okay. So I'm gonna chop in here, get this coal, and also there's some silver ore in there as well. Is it silver? Yes. There is also platinum ore, which looks very similar to silver ore. That we may be seeing in my other character. I don't recall how far in he is. Yeah, see, that was pretty good. That was pretty quick. Oh, wow. Look at that chest. That is disguised. Alright. A yellow flashlight. Cool. And plant fiber, which we can, again, turn to bandages. Oh, okay. They're shooting bubbles. That sounds cute. Not cute. Damaging. Samuel L. Jackson doesn't take any bubbles from anyone. Of course, can't make it up this hill. Surface level anything. Again, these enemies are super easy right now. I'm hoping that we can come across some kind of like village or structure or something. This planet seems to be completely barren. Which sometimes is, you know, sometimes you get the coolest shit out of planets that have, you know, no actual surfaces on it. Like this thing that's happening down here is really interesting. I'm excited to come back in here at some point and check out the area. Oop. Okay. So at this point, I'm going to use those bandages that I have, and they kind of do like a passive regen of health. Wow, that's a lot of coal right there. Oh, and there's some copper. Beautiful. So I'm going to use that other bandage. So we're going to dig down here, get this copper. I may just run all the way to where I spawned, to where I beamed down. Oh, there we go. And then, oh, okay. And then see what happens. So these green pools over here, this is poison. Poison is the absolute pits. One day I was, you know, just so deep in this one mine with our other writer, Steve, who plays this game with me occasionally. And we had found this like underground ruins. And they were absolutely incredible. It was really nuts. And then I died like right before. Oh my god, crazy. Anyway, I died right before we found some crazy shit. This is one of my favorite things in this game. So you can find instruments, generally not this early on, but I have one now. This is a bass guitar, so I'm gonna play some music. Let's see. Where's my guy? Oh, there it is. Let's do this one, actually. the best. From what I understand, you can actually team up with other people who also have instruments, and you can all play together. I've never tried that. Generally what I do is I just will, here, hang on, I will play. I'll play this. One of the weird things that I do in this game whenever I'm playing with other people is I'll get an accordion, my character has an accordion, and I'll play Moonlight Sonata on the ship as we travel to other planets. Weird tradition at this point. Anyway, we have a whole bunch of copper here, and some coal and some silver, so we're going to grab all this. And if all goes well, we will have enough for the distress beacon. Cool. I know I keep bringing this up, but I'm really intrigued by the lack of day-night cycle on this planet. I didn't even know that was possible in this game. I thought every planet was going to have a day-night cycle. And that's one of the really cool things about this game, is like it's constantly surprising you. You'll constantly find a new thing that just kind of blows your mind, that you didn't think could happen or would happen. You know, you'll find like a sentient race, you know, of whatever. You'll just find like a really super strange race that you didn't even know was in this game. You know, like there's a race of like ancient frog people that you can't choose as like a playable race, but they're in the game and they have like whole structures and stuff. Really cool, and that happens pretty constantly in this game. They'll just find a new thing. At this point, I'm pretty confident that we have enough copper. I'm not gonna take the time to go get that one. Okay. Is this guy gonna fight me? No, thank God. Alright, just keep your distance. There you go. No structures at all on this planet. Kind of a bummer, but it's alright. It'll make it a little bit more exciting when we find one later. Hello. Alright. Oh god. You know what? I think I may just jump up to the ship. I don't know if I have enough silver. We'll find out. Let's go. Alright. So we'll drop the copper in there first. Make sure we have enough. So the distress beacon is very interesting first bit of the game. It kind of sets the tone for the rest of the game, I think. You'll see what I mean. I don't want to say too much yet, but as soon as I make the distress beacon, we'll see what happens, and then I may or may not continue playing with this character. I may jump over to the other character and show you what that's like for a little bit. Yeah. Cool, so we have 9 silver. I think that's enough. I don't really recall. We'll find out. And while I'm at it, we're going to find out what 1 coal represents fuel-wise, because I'm just curious. Alright, cool. So let's drop 1 coal in there. 2. Cool. So you need 100 coal. What? No. Yes, you need 100 coal to travel anywhere. Kinda sucks. Alright. Distress beacon, where are you at? Cool. So we can make it. We have more than enough. So let's craft this. Did I make it? Did I not make it? No, I didn't make it. Okay. There we go. Accept reward. Cool. So we'll put the distress beacon up here where my bass guitar is. And we'll jump down to the home planet. Alright. So the best practice for the distress beacon, Find a kind of remote area. Place that sucker down. I'll just do it. Oh, good. That hurt me. Oh, I didn't heal or anything. So we have this penguin army. That's probably gonna kill me realistically. I think I'm gonna die. Yeah, I don't have any way of healing myself. Actually, look at that. Oh my god, I may be able to just like completely wipe this out in the cheapest way possible. Oh man, I can't believe I did that. What? Alright. I just gotta be careful about him. Cool. I picked up the Molten Core and Dreadwing the Penguin, which is a book, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. You can get books and then you use them. And then you have codexes. So you can read all this crazy lore. There's some really cool stuff in there for those of you that are into that. There's lore, just tons of it. Tons of it. If you're ever interested, tweet at Steven Hilger on Twitter. He'll tell you all about it. Cool. So we have the Molten Core. We have 5 Molten Cores. It's interesting. I'm okay with it though. And we can use the Molten Core to create... What is the Heart Forge? All your holiday crafting needs. I haven't even heard of that. Okay. Where did you go? Oh, the metal workstation, which we need an iron anvil for. How do we get an iron anvil? We need 8 iron. So we'll get that. Real quick. And remember before when I was saying that I didn't need all that iron? And I was going to hate myself when I needed it? Now I need it. So we'll go find a decent sized deposit real quick. And then jump up. Make the metalworking station. Hop over to a new character. I'll show you a little bit more of the game once it gets going a little bit. Because there really is a, like, starting... Is this guy going to kill me? Wow. That was like when you swat a fly and then he goes all the way to the other side of the room and you're like, you should be dead. And then he comes back and then he sits on you again anyway. That might not be as common of a problem as I think it is. Who knows? Alright, just picking up the last of this iron. Hello to all the viewers out there. Let's see. Is that iron? I can't even tell. I'm going to pick it up anyway. Let's see. Alright. I still don't know if this is gonna be enough iron. I'm gonna see if I can find one more tiny deposit, hopefully. And then we'll have enough. Let's run along. I'll grab these 2 because I'm desperate, guys. I'm desperate for iron at the moment. Alright. Got a fish there, very nice fish. He's just hanging out, he's just fishing around in this endless dusk planet. Really weirded out by that. Again, I keep bringing it up. It's very strange to have a planet that never becomes nighttime and never is daytime either. It's like in this constant state of flux. Oh, get away from me, Bubble Bird. Oh god. See if I can get this guy without dying, because I don't have health. I don't have any health. Alright, this should be enough. And I'm also very hungry. Cool, let's jump up. Get that metalworking station, hopefully. I don't know if I got enough iron, but we'll find out. Where are you at? There we go. Oh, good. Yeah, this will be more than enough. Beatific. Cool. So we're going to drop that in there. I'll hop into that. Oh, right. I need the anvil first. Anvil. Craft. Metalworking station. Craft. Now, I know this seems like an endless rabbit hole of stuff, but once you have the metalworking station, you can place that guy down, and then you know, you have access to more things. You have access to iron blocks. You have access to, like, you can build yourself weapons, blah, 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 blah. You can make cooler, more interesting things, copper pieces of armor. Here's the avian armor that I was referring to before. But the most important thing is the star map upgrade, which I need, again, 2 more iron bars for, of course. The star map upgrade, which will let you travel to the next sector, essentially beating the level, I guess, as much as you can beat a level in an open world game. But that having been said, that is like the opening of the game. So we're gonna hop over to my other character, the Cloud. He's a glitch, and he's wearing a fez because fezzes are cool. And we're gonna check out a little bit later in the game. I'm not sure how far he is, honestly. He has a sweet ship. So welcome to my real house. I have a big ass sword. Kind of looks like a dick. What are you gonna do? Got a couch, side table, read books. I'm keeping a collection of all the weird things I'm finding, like this brain in a jar. I just pretended this is the Holy Grail. I have a sweet ass little bed here. Some glitch things. I can play the piano. You got some cool shit, honestly. You can collect some really interesting things across the game. So let's jump down. I don't even know what sector. Actually, let's find out. Let's find out what sector and planet I'm on. Gamma. Okay, so Gamma's a little bit farther into the game. Let's see. I'll show you what I mean. So you have Alpha, Beta. Gamma's after that. I think, if I'm not mistaken, and feel free to just slay me, but I think there's 2 more after that. There might be 3. It looks like there's enough room for 3 now that I'm looking at the spacing in here. But anyway, we're in Gamma sector. That means things are a little bit more difficult. Luckily, and this is what my inventory is a nightmare. Luckily, you have some really cool things that open up when you get a little bit farther into the game. Things like you have active armor, and then you have, I guess, like fashion armor. I don't know what you would call that section, but so active armor is basically the stuff that is affecting you and your stats, right? So as you can see, I have the soldier's helm, the knight's breastplate, and the soldier's pants on, right? That is giving me all of these great status effects, you know, all this extra health and shielding and all that kind of stuff. That said, you can also wear clothes over that, right? So it looks like you're wearing this stuff, so I have my fez and my casual pants and my cool jacket, 'cause, you know, and then, yeah. So over here, I have this lantern stick, right? So if I was to take this off, this rum barrel that is my visual item, I guess, it looks like I have this big like lantern hanging off my back, and that actually lights up the area around me. It's like being able to hold a torch, but you can't hold a torch, so you have a lantern stick. If I'm not mistaken, and this is a really cool thing about this game also, the lantern stick was initially added as a mod to this game, and then the developer, his name is T-I-Y, I think, took the mod and just put it in the game, and that's a thing that he's been doing a whole bunch, which is really cool. So if you're a developer, I would highly recommend maybe making a mod, and it could show up in the game if it's good enough. But anyway, I have this rum barrel because I think the rum barrel looks better than the weird fucking gigantic stick. Cool. So let's jump down to the planet so I can show you some more things. Cool. So you also have these things called techs. Now techs are sweet ass moves that you can get. So for example, I have this like crazy bubble that lets me fly around. As you can see, it depletes this green energy meter, which is used for a bunch of different things. Actually not that. I think shooting guns uses that? Yes. Yes it does. Oh, I think I shot something. Probably gonna be pissed. Yeah, alright. This was the other item I wanted to show you. So as you can see, battling gets a little bit more terrifying the further into the game you get. Let's see if I can hit this guy. There we go. Cool, so this bone hammer is pretty sweet. It is a hammer that also mines for me. So as you can see, I just busted up that whole area. I got all that dirt. All that dirt. Oh, look at that. There's a chest right there. So the techs are really cool. I don't think you can have more than one activated at one time, if I'm not mistaken. So you have to go and switch between them. But this is a dash one. This is generally the one that I've activated, just because, as someone who likes circumventing planets, oh god, I love being able to travel as quickly as. Oh, what did I just open up? I love being able to travel as quickly as the dash will allow me to. It's very fast. Let me see what else I have here. So I have this gun. It's, you know, it's a gun. I have this gun also. See the different kinds of weapons all over the place. Is this guy gonna attack me? No, good. These guys are gonna attack me. Yes. There we go. If I can just shoot them out of the air. Maybe not successfully. Yeah, it's probably better to actually hit them. Ah. Cool. So I'm gonna jump back up to my ship. I don't know if I have a home world set. So we're gonna find out. Actually, I should probably sleep first and heal my character. Cool. Heal up just a little bit. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna use Band-Aid. So let's warp home. Oh no, I don't have a home. I don't have a home, guys. So sad. I could travel. I'm gonna travel somewhere. Let's see. Let's go to beta. Well, looks good. Here's a trick to this game. So as you can see, we have all these planets in this system, right? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The more planets there are in a system, and the higher the number of the planet, generally, and this is, I don't know if this is conclusive, but this is a thing that, like, my friends and I say, generally those planets will be more resource heavy, or there'll be something cooler going on. Like, the rarity of the things happening decreases as the number of the planet increases, which is pretty sweet. Do I have enough? I didn't even check to see if I had enough fuel to go check any of them out. Do I? I do. Cool. Alright. So we're going to find a planet. We're going to find a system with a lot of planets in it. Actually, that 6 wasn't that bad. I probably should have just stayed there. There we go. How about that? How about 8? Cool, so we got 3 options here. We have a snow level. Snow levels are the worst. Don't go to them. You just freeze immediately and die. Not a big fan. I'm sure there's ways around it. I haven't found them yet. And then you have the moon level. Moon levels, if I'm not mistaken, don't have air. So again, if I went there, I would die. You need some kind of mask that you can put on to fix it. So we're gonna go here. Oh, I hit find random, like a demo. Wow, what? Alright, so we're gonna go to this jungle level. And let me sit back and we travel. I really like the traveling animation in this game also. Moonlight Sonata. So I assume this, during this travel animation, the game is rendering, not rendering, but kind of figuring out the the structural makeup of the planet. I might be wrong about that, but I feel like that's probably their cool way of masking the fact that it needs to load the terrain. You know, like when you're playing Minecraft and you're going and then the terrain is loading in front of you, this game needs to load all of it simultaneously, from what I understand. So I imagine it's easier to do that while you're traveling. See? Now here it is. We have a jungle. Let's just run around a little bit. I'm probably going to cut this stream off soon. I don't want to show too much else without, like, I guess, spoiling. Because there are a lot of crazy things that happen in this game. And, you know, certain... Actually, I don't even want to say too much. Certain things that you'll come across will be very interesting and very shocking and not exactly what you'd expect. I just got wrecked by those guys. I didn't even realize that they were there somehow. I hear like a whirring sound, and I'm wondering if it's like insects on this planet or not. Oh god, there are a lot of enemies here. We're just gonna do this. I'm just checking real quick to see if, oh, we got some gold over there. We have one of these things, which will probably kill me. Oh no, I'm glowing. Whatever. There we go. Structures. This is what I was looking for. They're slightly racist towards each other. Not all is well in the galaxy. But yeah, I can just come in here and I can bust up their pots and take all their money and leave. They won't care, which I think is probably something that will change in this game eventually. I'm sure they'd be pissed off. When you go to, there's actual like gigantic structures, so like that's a little tiny house that one avian had. But you know, if you come across like a military base, oh, which I think we might have just done. Look at that. I was gonna say, they asked you to put your weapon away, which I'm gonna do right now. Oh god, okay, wait. This is not a good place to be. Okay, so we are at an Apex facility, which basically means that they're doing like crazy testing. You can see the George Orwell influence that I was referring to before. And basically what you have to do is you just have to come in here and kill everyone, which is unfortunate. There's no way. I kind of wish that there was a way that I could be like, hey, maybe you shouldn't kill me, maybe we should work together, but I have this really crazy thing going on. I think that, you know, as someone who watched a lot of Star Trek in the past, I think it would be nice to have some kind of... I don't know why I can't open this door. That's interesting. It would be nice to have some kind of negotiation mechanic, I guess. You know, who knows? Who knows what they have planned for this game. I do know that I think the developers have been a little bit frustrated with the community recently, which seems to be a little bit demanding, I guess, of constant updates. Personally, you know, I play this game every once in a while. I come back and there's a bunch of new shit that I didn't know was even in the game. You know, I'll check a change log or two and be pretty impressed with what I'm finding. For a very small team, the game is very feature-rich, especially for a game in early access. This is, whenever people ask me like, oh, what do you think about early access? This is kind of the game I point to, because this is early access done, like, for the most part, pretty correctly. The game, in its current form... I just have to build myself a stairway, sorry. The game in its current form is pretty great. And, you know, I had no problem paying full price for it. When it was released on early access. And I think it's still worth that amount of money. If not more at this point. And maybe it's more expensive now. I actually haven't checked. Great. Cool. So I'm gonna wrap it up. That's been Starbound. Well, this has been Starbound. I guess it's the way you're supposed to say that. My name's Brendan Bigley from Pixelitis.net. I'm gonna head out. You know, if you want to check out Starbound, please go do that. If you want to go to Pixelitis.net, definitely do that. It's a great website. We're all very nice. You can find all of us on Twitter. Until then, have a great evening. You guys are spectacular. Adios.